You said when you went to Florida, you saw the same stores that you saw in St. Louis, and you kind of touched on a bit of the today's retail environment now. If we were to look at, let's say, the past 30, 40 years in retail, we kind of went from Main Street to shopping malls and big box stores, and I feel like we're moving back to kind of like a sort of Main Street to where you have a Del Mar Divine with some boutique shops in it or services, and then you have other mixed-use developments that have their own main streets, if you will. Do you think that's the future of retail with online shopping now, that you have to have kind of smaller, either boutique or experiential experiences?
Yeah, we can't have both. This place like St. Louis that has so many neighborhoods with those shop fronts that already exist that could be so cool. We can all imagine a great bakery, a place to have coffee. Food is also a big part, and we have 6 new restaurants coming to Del Mar Maker District within the next 6 months. It's going to be really exciting, and we're already planning our Taste of Del Mar, how we're going to do it, and how we're going to bring people that have never been here before. So food is a good way. But then you need things like an eyeglass store, and you need and it could be a Warby Parker, it could be a Lululemon for athletics store, but I can see all these lifestyle brands that could be here because people want all that. They buy it. We already know where they shop. We can track them on their phones. We know they go to Plaza Frontenac and the Galleria and Target, and they're buying stuff. They're spending money. How do we get them to spend money closer to home? And what are those shops, and who are those vendors that would be willing to take that early risk? And when you say risk, you're sharing it with them. You're saying, okay, well, you'll have a reduced rent for I'm making this up, the first 18 months you're here. And then it'll go up slightly, and or whatever it is that you work out. Or we'll help you with the build out. We'll give you tenant allowance, which everybody does in a mall. We couldn't have built Build-A-Bear if we didn't have our landlords helping us grow our store print faster. All these things you have to put into the plan. And a lot of people who think about real estate in the city don't think about that. You do as building apartments because you have to put in kitchens and bathrooms and, amenities, washer dryers, things like that. So you're thinking about what does the customer want? What is the basic needs that we can fill? And then some of the other stuff is just, like lacy edges, and I don't think it really means a lot, but it doesn't hurt, but it doesn't necessarily help, and it costs a lot of money. So you have to decide what is it that the customer really needs, and that's where we talk to the people all the time. What do kids want? What do the kids want in the neighborhood? Like one of the things that's happening at Forest Park, they're building basketball courts again. Mm-hmm. Kids wanted that. And I don't know what they were afraid of. We can all surmise that. But the fact is we have pickleball courts, and we have, so right, this is in walking distance here. And then the park behind us, what can we do to improve this park and make it a multi-generational park? So there's things for the seniors in the neighborhood to do, and the things for the children to do in the park too, and make it safe and smooth. It's not very safe. It's not unsafe, but you could hit a rock and fall down. And somebody might not know you were in there for a while. We know that people tell us this, and then we share it with the powers that be. And then what can we do? What can we do to help? Can we go in the park and do a lawnmower day and clean it up? And we brought Shakespeare to the park, and that helps a lot, brings people to the park who have never been to the park. I didn't make up these ideas. I didn't invent teddy bears. Ray Kroc didn't invent hamburgers, and Howard Schultz didn't invent coffee. They just invented how to do it better. And think of all the things in this world that could be better if somebody just said, I want to work on orange juice, or I want to work on plastic mugs, or whatever it happens to be. And we need young people and people who've lived a life and have an experience with that product to say, yeah, I've always wondered about that. I'm going to go fix it. And fixing it makes it a new product. So that's really the opportunity that I see. Is it's almost staring us in the face, and it does take money, but mostly it takes will, and trust and confidence in yourself that you could do it, or that you could meet people that could help you with it. It does take time, and not everybody wants to spend as much time as it takes. But I was planning Build-A-Bear for 25 years. I just didn't know it.